Segment on the Atlantic Way, proudly brought to us by Salgent Medical Center. Your health just got better with Salgent Medical Center. They're the best medical center equipped with ultra-modern machines with specialists who are ever ready to attend to you. Remember, they offer services such as comprehensive eye care service, eye surgeries, laser procedures, dispensing of spectacles, ear, nose and throat treatment, state-of-the-art nasal endoscopy, otoscopy, and laryngoscopy, corporate eye and ENT services, evening and Saturday service. They sell contact lenses, so you need one, get to Salgent Medical Center and you will be attended to. Remember that they have specialized staff such as ophthalmologists, opticians, and specialized doctors with experience in other fields with both international and local exposure. Remember, you can locate them opposite Wesley Girls High School inside Kakum Doher in Cape Coast. You can pick up your phone and note these numbers down, or this number down, 0332091232, and their email. You can also contact them via email, salgent@gmail.com. And this morning we are talking about how you can deal with breakup. My guest in studio this morning, Professor Linda Jama Ford, professor counselor with the Counseling Center here in UCC. And remember, you can join us 027514 49 49 0595 7438 66. These are engagement platforms. You can get interactive with us. Send us your messages. You have personal experiences. You have seen one. You have experienced one. You thinking about one. You are unable to decipher. Join the conversation this morning. Prof, good morning. Many thanks for joining us this morning.
Yes, my pleasure.
Yet again, you bring us another thought-provoking conversation, and we are grateful for that. And good morning to all the director and the good people of the Counseling Center here in UCC. We are grateful. Prof, we are talking about breakup and how you can deal with it. I want us to lay a foundation about sometimes people get confused about breakup, broken heart, heartbreak, and all that. Help us have an understanding of what these mean so we can set the tone well.
First of all, they are synonyms. They all mean the same thing. And breakup, broken heart, heartbreak describes the intense pain and sorrow that a person feels after some deep loss. And that deep loss, most of the time, we think of romantic relationships. But it's certainly more than that. It can be after, a divorce. If we are thinking of romantic relationships, normally we think about young people in relationships. But it could also affect married people, such as a divorce, a separation, and typically with these relationships, what happens is that there are trust issues, or a relationship is supposed to be two people, right? But suddenly you find that there are three people in the relationship. It's likely to, give someone a broken heart. But it could also be, when you've lost a loved one. It could be when you've lost a job. It could be as a result of an amputation. You've lost a limb, And it could also be anything that makes you grieve, deeply. Like you've just got a diagnosis of some terrible illness. It can give you a broken heart. So we're just talking about that pain, deep pain and sorrow you go through when all these things happen.
And what typically, beyond these, what typically causes breakups?
It's that disappointment, big time disappointment. So if it's a romantic relationship, your dreams are shattered. You had hopes. You were enjoying what you thought was good company. If it was a job, you're going to lose your income. So I think the big word is, a loss of something that you held very dear to your heart. Big time loss.
That's quite an interesting one. People join us 0275 1449 490 595 66 is time with UCC. My guest here representing the counseling center here in UCC, Professor Linda Jama Ford. And we are looking at breakups and how you can deal with breakups. Let's look at how it affects people. I mean, sometimes people are anxious about breakups because they don't know what will happen next, how they're going to be able to cope. How does it happen? How does it affect people?
That deep pain you feel in your heart area, it could be so deep you begin to feel it physically. It's an emotional thing, but you begin to feel it, physically. The sorrow. Yeah, I forgot to mention that sometimes a relationship hasn't happened, but there's this lady expecting this guy to make a proposal. It doesn't come. It can lead to a breakup, a broken heart as well. So the pain in your chest, that deep sorrow, and then sometimes it affects your self-esteem. You begin to have thoughts of, maybe I wasn't good enough. Will I ever find love again? So you get all these thoughts, and sometimes most of them are irrational, but they find their way in your mind, in your heart.
And can these thoughts affect your level of assertiveness as in deciding that I want to break up? I mean, where I've gotten to, it's gotten to the brim, I have to leave. Let's cut it here.
Yes.
You're being anxious about what happens next.
Yes, definitely. You are anxious. I mean, if you were in what you thought was a good or right relationship, and your partner suddenly tells you, it's over, I don't want you again, you're going to feel this way. And it can affect your sleep. It can affect your appetite. It definitely can affect your concentration. You might find yourself sitting in a lecture. Lecture is going on, but you're not focused until something happens and you snap out of, So it can affect you, For some, when it affects their appetite, they find themselves either eating too much to forget the pain or not eating well at all. And sometimes, when you're experiencing such deep pain, you want to try your hand on things, that will numb the pain. And so sometimes people go in for unprescribed medications, can't sleep, so they take an overdose of something to get them to sleep. Or it might make you turn to drugs or to alcohol. So the impacts, can be varied and severe.
Why is this so painful? Why is this so painful? Sometimes you watch people, you hear them talk, and they're all teary and all that. Yes. Something that is not part of you. Yes. The second person does something in his head so much that emotions can transcend into physical pain and all that. Yes. Why?
I think the big thing is that your dreams for the future are shattered. And any time you put your hope in something, you've invested in something over time, and suddenly it's taken away from you. Shattered dreams always cause pain. And then you find yourself, reflecting, often comparing the now to the before. So when he or she was with you, and right now we are focusing on romantic relationships, right? Yes. When he or she was with you, you had that support, you had company, you could go for walks together.